What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, and home to the Toledo Rockets. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Toledo's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Rockets heading quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Makes the grab. It's Chop. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it's no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Bruins offense will go to work for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA. You know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He caught it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Pressure coming. A sack all the way back at the 5. The Bruins looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Rockets buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 4th. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Why anyone with any understanding of football or the capabilities of the human body as it pertains to kicking a football would try a field goal from there, I don't know. But the offense will take advantage of the, let's say, benevolence. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Quickly complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense. Long.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Rockets offense is back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got an open man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Rockets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over.
Turning it on! They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Rockets will line it up on 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. How about these two running games so far? It's dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Jamison. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense showing their strength.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. There he goes. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got it behind the line. It's Jamison.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Davis. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field. That's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that 1st down.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7. The Rockets come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch inside the 25. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Rockets look to keep this drive humming. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Toledo. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
That's caught. It's Davis. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They finally make the stop, and it's been this way. This guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught in the backfield, it's Jamison. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Gets it out fast. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. The Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bruins! He would not be denied.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will open from the 15. Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the... and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rockets!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jamison. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Jamison. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Verrier. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Makes the grab. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quick strike complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins looking to convert on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, UCLA.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Jamison. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. The Rockets will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Rockets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. Brings into the open. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Rockets want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Swings it out to his running back. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Rockets are on the move.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Wants to throw again. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Toledo! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Bruins moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Works the middle of the field. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's in there. 2-point conversion is good and pushes the lead to 5.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Power football with the run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rockets send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Touchdown, Bruins! Special teams coming through. The 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
33, Toledo, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, running back on the move. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. And the Rockets are in the hurry-up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Rockets will punt this one away. And the returner will be brought down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Durham. He wants to take the top off. Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's caught. It's Pitts. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 30. It's in a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And the Rockets in the hurry up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Rockets will snap it on 1st and 10.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. It's caught. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Finds his man. It's Perkins. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay.
Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Perkins. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Durham. Grabbed in the middle, it's Perkins. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that 1st down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this 1st down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
The Bruins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Bruins! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they are still scoring.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Rockets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. It's complete on the right side. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking to throw, it's Durham. Makes the grab over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. The give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Just plowing ahead. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The Rockets will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. One more play to pad the stats. Back to pass. It's Durham. Under fire. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got his man on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense